For 32 years, I worked as a licensed cosmetologist, enhancing women's beauty. Unfortunately, at some point, I could not enhance my own. You see, I lived with a disease for 7 years that didn't have a name. It didn't even introduce itself. It just came out of nowhere. It came with wounds that were so painful, my sheets couldn't touch my skin. I'm talking about 100% cotton sheets couldn't touch my skin. I was frustrated. I had sleepless nights. I was uncomfortable in the skin I was in. I went from doctor to doctor, specialist, infection disease, wound care, procedures, emergency visits. You named it, it happened, and it still didn't have a name. The doctors would say, "Oh, Miss Thompson, you're a mystery." And I would say, "No, my name is Lasaunia. What I have is a mystery." One morning, about 3 o'clock in the morning, I had to sit up in my bed and say, "Okay, God, we need to talk. I am all tapped out. I can't do this anymore. This is driving me crazy. So if you chose me to be the vessel to carry this disease, you're going to have to give me the peace to deal with it. I have no more to give to this thing. I've been making great efforts not to look like my situation, but I'm dying at home. When 100% sheets can't, cotton sheets can't touch your skin, you know that's serious." The next morning, I woke up and said, "Okay, it's a brand new day." When I heard God's voice clearly say to me, "If you do your part, I'm going to do mine." I pulled out my notepad. I started scribing and writing down affirmations, sticking them all over my bathroom mirror. Because in my mind and in my heart, I'm going to beat this thing. I was made to live a great quality of life. These wounds were having me bound. I did not feel beautiful. Something had to give to this thing. I started journaling and pouring it out on paper, waiting for God to give me the downloads, waiting for Him to tell me what's next. He said, "Lasagna, you're going to be a testimony for someone. You're going to be able to help them get through their journey." I had to really change the trajectory of my thoughts. I had to change how I was feeling. My wounds didn't change, but what I felt about me changed. In January 2021, the doctor called and said, "Miss Thompson, you live with a rare disease. It's called pyoderma, gangrenosum. It's a rare skin disease that comes with wounds. It doesn't have a cure. It comes out of nowhere, and it could last forever." My wounds, they lasted well over a year. I just had to figure out what point in my life do I say enough is enough. My wounds, they tell a story. They tell my story. But I knew that that wasn't going to be the end of it. I had to decide what now. I encourage anybody, if you're dealing with anything and you're going through these changes and you're having these seasons of uncertainty, trust God. Increase your faith. Write it down. At the core, write it down. Get it off your head, get it off your heart, and save your soul. I am living proof that when you keep pushing, keep pressing, keep pulling towards the mark, victory does come. The doctor said, "I have a medication that will be prescribed to you that will help you live this great quality of life that you have been dreaming of." On March the 29th, 2021, 2 years later, March the 29th, today, I am living wound free. I am living a great quality of life. Same thing can happen to you. I know it's frustrating. I know it's overwhelming. But I would encourage you to extend yourself some grace. Honor your emotions when they come. Just don't sit in it. I go to bed at night and I put the sheets over me and I'm not in pain. Thank you.